Hello, how are you doing? My name is Stephen Edwards and welcome to this week's video blog. This week we are going to talk about the continuity of care, or COC. So a couple points on it that we are going to discuss today. First, starting with the length of time that you have for the COC period. 60 days, all of the plans are required to give a clinic or a provider in relation to that new patient that comes to their plan, and if you are in or out of network. They give you 60 days for that continuity of care. Wellcare and soon to be CMS next February, they are giving 120 days. So that's great that they're going to give 120 days, which is obviously double what the Simply, the Aetna, Better Health, Prestige, and United Healthcare are giving, because they're only required to do 60 days. But inside that 60 days, this is how it should work. If somebody had Prestige and Prestige left, and now they have Simply, which is administered by ATA. ATA, by contract, for the first 30 days, they have to cover at 100% Medicaid rate, or the pricing methodology of the last payer. So for the first 30 days, you will be consistent on what you've been getting in relation to authorization and in relation to the amount of payment. From 31 to 60, they still have to cover it, but they do not have to pay you what the last plan was, as in the pricing methodology. Now, having said that, I hear that ATA is going to lift the authorization requirements, and I heard that they are going to pay everybody those 60 days with that 100% Medicaid rate. We were told that by the Orlando rep, so I'm hoping that that is true. And I also heard it from some other EEP clients that ATA is taking the stance that they are going to pay 100% Medicaid rate for that COC period. So that's great. They're stepping up in relation to the COC period. I also want to talk to you just real quick about the EI COC period and what that means to the early steps. So if you are an early steps provider, you are also involved in this other change with early intervention going to all of the MMAs. There is a COC period for that also. One of the things that we haven't been able to get an answer on, the COC period is going to work the same exact as the other, but instead we're always going to bill the home plan. So if somebody is administered by ATA, let's say Sunshine, we are going to bill straight Sunshine for the EI instead of going through ATA. Sunshine specifically, and Wellcare, they require an EOB when somebody has a third-party liability. So if you can imagine it, say you are a United Healthcare provider and you provide EI. Well, T1027, which is the procedure code, is a Medicaid code. We would bill that to United Healthcare. Well, that is not on your fee schedule. They are going to deny it and say that that CPT code is not on your fee schedule. We will take that EOB and we will send it to Sunshine. Historically, Sunshine and all the MMAs deny if it's not an EOB that is like deemed compliant by ACA, meaning the diagnosis is not covered, didn't have the plan during that time period. They usually do not pay, or if they do pay, it's an error if the actual EOB says that the CPT code is not on your fee schedule. So we have some calls out for that, and I owe everybody an answer on that, but that's one of the pieces of the puzzle that I don't know how that is going to work when you have a TPL when you're servicing EI. So if you have gotten any information on that, please send that over to me so I can take a look and I can disseminate to all the EEP clients. So I hope you enjoyed this week's video blog. Merry Christmas, have some great family time, and I will see you next week.